Tyler Perry's Bruh Season 4 Episode 3 just dropped, and it wasn't too bad of an episode, with most of the story coming from John and Bill. What's good, y'all? It's sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on EricaVainTV 2 with another Tyler Perry's Bruh breakdown. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out when I post new Bruh videos right here, live and direct. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with John, who is falling heavily into this multi-level marketing scheme that the young lady from the episodes prior introduced to him. He is convinced that he's gonna be a millionaire by selling these products, and I don't know how this company moves, but I'm gonna go ahead and say their name anyway, because this took me right back to a situationship I had with a man who just swore he was an entrepreneur up and down, and he took me to one of them little meetings, and it was for Amway. I had no idea what Amway was before that, but I knew after, and I knew in it that this was some bullshit. The same man who knew I had started my own media company, I had my own blog, like I was doing all of these things, entrepreneurial things, while also being an allograft skin processor. And he took me there to try to recruit me onto his team. Sir, get your together. So to watch John this whole episode literally spout some of the same rhetoric that I heard a man that I was actually bumping uglies with do the same thing, and I knew it was clownish then. I know immediately it's clownish now, and it's whatever. Like, it's life. You live, you learn, you make mistakes, and John is going to have to learn the hard way since he don't want to listen to his mama, Miss Alice, who is mildly tolerable this season. I guess, Tyler might have heard the feedback as it pertains to Miss Alice, and she has dialed it in. She's still, very outgoing, very outspoken, but every bit of the little quips that she has feel a little bit more appropriate, even with the snarky tone. Like, they're not OD. And she tried to tell him this whole episode, like, boy, that is a pyramid scheme. You are not going to become a millionaire. You are not going to make tons of bucks. Like, relax and stop doing what you're doing. But, Negroes don't want to listen. He spams his Facebook. He spams his social media, other social media, as well as his text messages, only to get a whole bunch of people coming back to him saying, either lose my number, let me pay you to stop interacting with me, and boy, I would rather mop the ocean. They ain't say that, y'all, but it was stuff along the lines of that. And it's just like, yeah, so if you ain't listening to your mama, you ain't listening to people you ain't heard from in 10, 20 years, but you want to reach out to, you ain't selling nothing at the damn the sandwich shop, at what point are you gonna throw in the towel? Honestly, this part just really provided a ton of comedic relief, which was a good balance to Bill's more serious side of the episode. He is making an effort at the top of the episode, or actually throughout the episode, to get Regina back. He brings her in and apologizes, asks her to go to dinner so they can talk about it more, talk about what it will look like for them to actually save their marriage, for him to get on a good foot and do what's right. He kudos all the things that she said. Specifically, she said a line of like, she has never loved a man the way that she loves him, and then he says, me too, I've never loved a woman the way that I loved you. Those two things are not the same. They sound the same in theory, but hers is rooted in a real deep love, a selfless love, a sacrificial love. Yours is rooted in, you don't actually know what love is. So when you say the same thing back to her, it holds less weight, Bill. And I don't think that you understand that. I don't think that you understand it at all. And that's why I was bracing myself the entire time that they were having this conversation, because while they're going down memory lane and remembering their New Orleans trip and the funny moments and how it was great and blah, 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 I knew the other shoe was going to drop. When Regina announced that she's not just having one baby, she's having two, that immediately sent shakes whatever down Bill's spine. And now at the end of the episode, he is calling around trying to get somebody to listen to him complain about he wasn't actually ready for this and he don't actually know. So I get the difference is, like, physically, quantity wise, there's an extra baby. But what is the difference if you actually wanted to get on the straight and narrow? If you actually wanted to save this marriage? If you actually wanted to figure it out? All of these things that you have told her this entire time while you were trying to make amends and get back in her good graces, now it changes because it's an extra baby in the picture, which she ain't had no damn control over. Your sperm does? This is why I'm just going to go ahead and write Bill's character off. I don't know if there's any saving him. And this don't even feel like natural growing pains or adjusting. He's just an asshole. He don't know what he want out of life. He thinks that the grass is always greener. He doesn't want to do work for the things that he actually could see and could imagine himself walking into by way of blessings, whether that's family or whatever. And I'm over it. He's about to drag this woman through the mud, pregnant with twins. I will say, Tyler, I'm tired of the twin storyline already. Let's let Karen had the twins, and this could have been triplets, quadruplets. So I don't know. But back to this. I'm over Bill. I'm trying to pace myself and not drag him every single episode, but he really, really disgusts me. And it's so, what was really off-putting is watching his tone completely change, because we've watched him dog this girl out so bad, talk to her so nastily, be so rude. And in this episode, he completely switches it. So for me, it's like, this is how manipulative some men can be. It's like, you know how to treat me well. You know how to talk to me with respect. You know how to find some grace and lean into empathy when you trying to get what the hell you want or get me to concede to something. But whenever you are thinking that you don't need me or you can discard me, then you can immediately switch and be the devil. You could be Dr. Jekyll. Like, that's some nasty work right there. Because a lot of times, and I'm not saying all women are like this, but I know this has definitely been my experience. We will be pissed with you and still can't give you all the venom that you deserve, all the smoke that you deserve. But Bill was able to, without any problems, without any qualms, just completely demean and disrespect Regina, only to be in this episode, baby pleasing, with his mind right, playing the perfect partner, only to switch back, or seeming like he's going to switch back by the end of the episode, or next episode, at the end of this episode, because he's off put by her being pregnant with twins. Ugh. He's really disgusting. Now, Greg and Tom are at the hospital, and they are actually going to be receive Claudia by the end of the episode. It looks like her husband caught up with her and beat her bloody, bruised, battered, all of those things. Before her emergency case comes in, though, Tom reveals to Greg that he, was offered the chief of the hospital position. Greg tells him to take it, but he wants like a family. He doesn't want to prioritize his career over finding love and be able to build a family. And of course, this goofy ass homeboy who can't seem to get it right in love, is a divorcee in and of his own situation, is pushing for him to worry about the money, worry about the prestige, and worry about love and all that other stuff later. I just need these men to grow. Do something different besides being weirdos, miserable ass weirdos. And that's my thoughts. Season 4, episode 3. And they drop 2 episodes every single Thursday, so I should have the episode 4 breakdown for you available right now as well. It should be on screen for you. Let's head over there.